Hey guys, Mark here, Random Words for Christ. Welcome back. Folks, I just want to go ahead and just encourage my brothers and sisters that, right now, we may be in a season transition. As we said in my past message that I went ahead and shared as to some of the things I wrote down in my journal, that we are in a place of transition. And there may be people currently that are in our lives or people that you've been friends with. It could be people, people that you've been friends with in various areas and stuff like that, that maybe not going in the same direction that the Lord is taking you. The Lord is taking you one way, but they're going the other way. And so, in God's wisdom, the Lord will can sever that relationship. And folks, whatever it is that the Lord has during the time that He's working with us, that we have to be able to settle in and trust God. Sometimes when God prunes people out of our lives, that He has new people that He's preparing to bring in that are going in the direction that the Lord wants, that He's taking you. They're going in the same direction and will connect you with these individuals. And that's not to say, folks, that's maybe some of the people that the Lord has pruned, that He may not reconnect you down the road. But that's only, that's God's choice on that. And you'll know that down the road. There's some relationships that the Lord will prune and He's severing for good. That these relationships, are going and they fall by the wayside. There's some relationships, there's something that God is doing in your life right now that He's doing with you specifically. He's working in you. He's doing something in you. He's preparing something for you. He's preparing you for whatever it is that He has for you. But that individual or individuals can be a hindrance or a barrier, or can slow down whatever work that God has. But only the Lord will know. And in His infinite wisdom, He may, I'll call it, let that relationship put a gap in that relationship so that you're not connected maybe in this season. And further down the road, He may reconnect you. That's the second third. Then there's a third bucket where God will connect you with new people that you may not know. But the Lord will bring into your life that you will connect with. And these people that you are connecting with probably serve in God's broader plan, because you're going in that direction and they also are going in the same direction. But there's a bigger purpose that the Lord is working out. And that's where there's a need for this connection to happen. So, what I'm saying, folks, is this. The changes that you may see in your life, people that you may see that have been there but aren't there, trust God. Trust God. There's some people, as I said, that are there but need to go. They're no longer walking in the same direction and in the way that the Lord is taking you. There's a second group of people that may be in your life, but in this season, for what God is doing in your life, they can be a hindrance or a barrier. to what God is doing. So maybe the Lord will put a gap in that. It may not be a completely severed relationship, but there'll be some space that you guys weren't just, it's not, there's no connection at this point. They're doing their thing, you're doing your thing. But you may meet up further down the road. And then there's a third group, as I said, which is new people in which God is bringing into your life that you will be connected to, that serves the purpose, I'll call it the broader plan and the broader purpose that God has for your life. So I encourage my brothers and sisters, whatever the Lord is doing, whatever door that the Lord is closing, and in our lives, that we should just settle in and trust God. Take it into prayer. I believe, folks, that, from what I'm seeing, just even in my own personal life and things like that, there are people that God is, like I said, that are, I'll call it, there's people, I guess you could say, that are pruned. There's people, maybe that, right now there's a gap and maybe we'll meet further down the road. And there are new people that the Lord is connecting. So, I can say that, I'm seeing in my own life. So we just have to settle in to whatever the Lord is doing. Jesus has the roadmap. He has the plan. And remember, that plan that the Lord has is a perfect plan. It's perfect for your life. Whatever plan that the Lord has for your life is the perfect plan for your life. There's no other plan that's better. There's no plan that you can come up with yourself that's better than the plan that the Lord has for you. So I'll end the message right here. Folks, Jesus loves us. And as I said, for many of us who are walking with God, this is a season or a time of transition. And don't be stirred if you see various things happening in your life, whether it be doors that are closing, but then God will be opening other doors that for you to step into. It's a time for us to walk by faith. Walk by faith and not by sight. If this message speaks to you, give it a like, a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Jesus loves us, and only wants the best for us. But folks, sometimes we have to just go ahead in the unknown, that we trust God. We put our faith, our hope, our trust in Him, and know that His plan is the best and perfect plan. And the blessing that He has, is down the road, but we have to follow Him. Share, like, and subscribe. Leave a comment. See you in the next video.